Today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading. Okay, so let's get into it here. So the last reading that I did for you all, there was a twin flames mission that was done. Okay, the mission is done. So I just thought that I want to do another reading for y'all just to see like what is in store for y'all, because there was like this void energy that a particular twin flames were like really struggling with. Okay, so I just wanted to see like what else is going on for these twin flames here. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the twin flames. Okay. We have color number 40. Interesting. Okay, overall energy for this is grounding. Okay, so life itself is becoming more colorful. Okay. I feel like this is like a reward. Okay. Feels like very rewarding, this energy. I have things that's highlighted, so I'm gonna just read that. But we have vibrational impulses and light waves. This is a conversation that interesting. So your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Okay, different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your needs to heal or to embrace balance. So you just need to relax again. Okay, but also spirit is telling you things through colors. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read number 6 here for you all. Okay, so I'm going to read 6. There's nothing highlighted. We have grounding here. Anchor into the earth and always feel at home. Circumstances have affected your energy. You may be feeling disconnected, scattered, or overwhelmed. You may be bumping into things or forgetting if you locked the door or turned the iron off when you left home. Irons could be significant too as well. We have stop whatever you are doing and breathe. Let yourself be here. Call your energy back, despaired energy back to your heart. Imagine any imbalance or excess energy flowing into the earth and feel the calmness of nature in exchange. Nature uses this energy for growth and expansion. This is a symbolic, co-creative process that we need to remember and honor. When you recenter, you will begin to feel more aligned, relaxed, and at peace. This may also be a message to spend more time outside. Nature lovingly resets our energy. It holds no judgment, but simply allows and accepts. Okay. So yeah, Spirit's just saying to come to ground energy. Okay. That color energy is not. It feels like a alignment. Yeah, like that's like clarifying the color energy. We have alignment here, and we have 14. Yeah, it's bringing you into an alignment, twin flames. Like there's an alignment that's happening here. Okay, and I feel like this is I feel like this alignment or whatever that's happening to you or it's a reward, but like you don't need to do anything, and you need to see life in a way where you can interact, and you don't need to be like a twin flame all the time. You can participate, you can do activities, you can do all these things here, okay? But just know that your connection with God, with the universe is here, like you are in alignment with the universe, and also your twin flame and energies around you. Okay, so I'm gonna make this like, I don't think this needs to be a long reading. Just pull out a few cards, right? And yeah, then we'll leave it at that. But the number 4 is significant here. But I do know that the number 4 is not really a number that, like, it's in the collective energy, but the number 4 is what the collective struggles with. Okay, 4 wands, union energy, right? The collective has a really good handle on reciprocity, systematic energy, but when it comes to like structure, that it's really difficult for the collective to do so. Okay, so I see that, you know, you and your twin flame could be like readjusting to from a high vibrational energy to a, you know, more neutral, a susceptible reality because of the reality you're living in, right? There's a lot more soulmates on this planet rather than twin flames, right? So you're like readjusting into this energy. That's what I'm saying here. But you can still connect, and spirit is still wanting to connect with you and converse with you about other things, okay? But there's an alignment that you need to put yourself in. You're still feeling a little bit like you're still coming out of this huge energy shift, okay? You're still coming out of this huge twin flame mission energy. Like you have to use your powers, your gifts, your everything, and you just need to like rebalance yourself, reground yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So tell me more about this energy for the twin flames. I'm seeing something about stars, Aquarius energy, but don't listen to them. Okay. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles here, Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So there's a practical approach that you and your twin flame have. This is not a practical approach in going in and out, socializing, starting drama, but more about like the past. Like, I feel like you and your twin flame needs to acknowledge like it happened. Like, you are gifted, you are twin flames, and you know, this is how life is going to be until you are called to your next mission. Okay, over our energy, we have the Six of Wands here. So this is a congratulations that yes, you have won. You're successfully out of a you successfully, you know, were victorious in your mission. Okay, whatever your mission was, you accomplished what the universe wants you to accomplish. That's twin flames. And you know, you have people that are following you here, and you need to be aware, which is what I did not pick up. You need to be aware that as twin flames, soulmates and other twin flames that are told to copy you in terms of your blueprints and your practicality, your perfection, because the Knight of Pentacles is perfection for me. You need to be aware that particularly you and your twin flame, they, you know, you have people following you. Okay, you have people following you, and that's that. Okay, so just you know, just be grounded, stay grounded. Okay, and because you're like very almost everywhere, you know, like you're very everywhere, and spirit is trying to tell you like you are in alignment. Okay, you're in alignment. You're just seeing colors differently. You're seeing the pulsations differently, but I'm still there. Like you're still. Don't worry, okay? You're good. You're amazing. You're in alignment. You're good. Okay. Tell me more about this energy here. Maybe you feel like your connection is not there to source anymore, but I'm not really picking that up. I just feel like you need to like maybe literally meditate or start like something. You need to start something that is like meditation, okay? The spirit is trying to bring you into alignment. I feel like this is for the Six of Wands energy for the other twin flames. Like, this is ideal. This is the backbone. This is the root to all evil. Okay? Tell me more about this energy. You have the King of Swords here. So this is an honest individual here. This is somebody who can tell the story, okay? Somebody who is this? Over our energy, you have the Sun here. This is Source. This is Source coming in as a being, or is going to channel through a King of Swords, okay? They're going to channel through a King of Swords. I was going to show you the cards. So this is maybe like this person's going to come in at a time where you're dealing with soulmates, okay? And this person's going to come in and tell you like, hey, shine your light, like show people like the new way, like the new practicality, the new vision, okay? You know, I'm also somebody that was sent from Source here, or this is literally Source coming in as a King of Swords, a lawyer, a CEO, a manager, being reincarnated. But I think that maybe this person's channeling here since we have colors here, so there's not like a reincarnation. There's more of like spirit channeling through a King of Swords here, saying, hey, you know, focus on the Four of Wands, focus on the Six of Wands here. focus on the Six of Wands energy and not the Knight of Wands energy. Understand that when things is of an imbalance here, that's when energies are going back and forth and starting drama. That's when you need to come in and be like, hey, this is the way again. This is kind of giving me like Corinthians, in the Bible here. Okay. Okay, right behind grounding, we have focus here. Yeah, so Spirit is telling you to focus really, like, strongly. Okay? Tell me more about this message here. And I'm going to get an exit card because I don't think this is supposed to be as long because you just need to focus. There's nothing new coming in your energy. You just need to, like, meditate and focus and, like, being your energy, okay? Tell me more about this energy for Twin Flames. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles here. So this is reciprocity, gift exchangement. This is also you being able to share your work, with other people in the collective here and telling them the do's and the don'ts, who, what, when, where, why, and when it tickles, all that good stuff here. And them being successful. You were successful the first time here. So this is your success rate. It's not really like the topic. It's more about like getting people to focus, like magician, getting people to focus in an energy here, reciprocity, if you will, while you go off into like some adventure, like a very magical way and very magical energy here. And you're talking to like a temple. You're going to the temple and Spirit's aligning you with maybe something with Mother Earth or Gaia, or you being next in line for ascension. Like you're gonna level up. You and your twin flame are leveling up to the next level. That's why I always said there's always something higher than I always believe that there's something higher than twin flames, right? In the spiritual community, there's like karmics, then there's karmic soulmates, and then there's twin flames, and there's karmic twin flames, and then that's that, but I always feel like there's always like something higher than twin flames. Okay, yeah, I always felt like there was something that was higher than twin flames, but there's definitely like an ascension that's happening between you and your twin flame here. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you have to you have to meditate, you have to focus, and you have to tell people now that the mission is over, you have to tell people to be in this Six of Pentacles energy, right? Because like they're not twin flames, right? They're soulmates. They're also maybe some form of twin flames, but it wasn't their mission, it was somebody else's mission. So like it was your mission, or it was, but these are particular twin flames that are ascending, and I feel like these are individuals that will almost be like a form of God, or like a form of source, but this would be more about like ascending the planets and the trees and the earth and all these things here is what I'm getting. So yeah, that's like something different, and I feel like that's where like my job is done. Because that's something that I don't know, there's not really readings for that. That's just like like you connecting with source and your energy and stuff like that. So yeah, but Spirit is saying nothing has gone wrong, like everything's great. I opened up the deck, I opened up the book, and sometimes when you tap into energies like this, it feels a little bit, but Spirit is like reminding me like, yeah, nothing's wrong, like it's just great. We have obstacles, launches, new loving requests. So yeah, like there's nothing wrong with this energy. It's just simply yin and yang energy. Like understand, like you have projected a lot of energy, you have taken a lot of energy here, and now it's time for you to like balance yourself, ground yourself, and you have ascended. So great job. Okay. Yeah, there's also like a request that Spirit is asking you to do too as well. Like Spirit is requesting you to be in alignment and smile and have a great time, and tell these people like this is the way things is gonna go. Just peace and love and harmony, like Buddha said, but also yours is slightly a little different because you're almost saying like, listen, you're gonna be in a system here, but also too like understand that I talk to source and source talks to me. So if you do something like if I'm not here, this is somebody that's gonna embody source energy too. So it feels like kind of like it's not prison or jail or anything like that. It's just like more of like, ew, if you ever don't think that God exists or the universe exists, just go to this person, go to this temple and talk, and God will reveal itself. The source will reveal itself. That's what this King of Swords is, and the Sun is here. Okay, that's what they did with you. Okay, yeah, and they're saying like nothing has gone wrong. Like just smile and just have a great time and just listen to the request of the divine. Okay. Use your intuition discernment, okay? Because we do have a big ass sword with alignment. So you have to use your intuitive discernment with the colors that you're seeing, okay? And that's why this King of Swords is coming in as alignment, okay? If you don't know, alignment, okay? And that's source energy. That is channeling through them, not source itself, okay? Yeah, eyes to love. This person is like bringing your eyes to love, okay, rather than, you know, you being in this like freaking out energy, okay? But they're not source, okay? People have an immense amount of energy and they think that they're very special, but they're not source, okay? That's what I'm getting. But this person has a huge amount of energy as if, like, you know, and if source is talking to them, then they are on source's side, okay? Like strongly. um, so on that note, let me what was I gonna read? I felt like I was gonna read something in the book, but let's get an exit card for this energy. Okay, can I get an exit card for this energy? Yeah, I feel like that's what my job is, like, you know. Then you need to listen to, like, if you're a twin flame, you need to listen to, like, channel messages, channel readings, okay? Like, anybody, like, no cards being shown or anything like that. You just need to, like, listen. And maybe that's why I put up my readings like this, like, you know, where you could just listen to them. And you'll know why that makes sense here, like, because that's just obviously vibration, frequency, energy, right? But like, it's the way how they're talking, and I'm not equipped for that yet, you know. I feel like obviously I'm gonna go there, but I just feel like I need to, like, say all of this first, and then Spirit's gonna give me my next message, right, my next, like, guide or anything like that, because I do have another channel where specifically for divine feminine, divine masculine energy, okay? It's not like it's not just like for twin flames and stuff like that. It's twin flames of divine masculine, divine feminine energy, but I don't know. I didn't pursue with that, but I don't know if it's a channel. I don't know what it is, but it may still be on this channel. But I don't know, like, who knows? But I feel like that would be like full on meditation. You working with things, and you don't need to watch tarot anymore because your connection is very strong with the divine and stuff like that. So, but anytime you want to get into tarot, you need to realign yourself. Just listen to readings that are showing no cards, okay? And they're just channeling. They're talking, and you will feel like, you know, things are resonating with you, okay? And what you're lacking in and stuff like that. But you're obviously going to hear what this person, you're going to hear, like, where this person's energy is at, okay? Where their vibration and frequency is at. So make sure you are using your discernment, okay? That's why there's a big-ass sword, okay? Like, use your discernment. Because whatever somebody is telling you, whatever their vibration frequency is at, you're going to really feel it in your energy. You're going to either feel like a dull energy, or you're going to feel like a very high energy here, okay? Use your intuition discernment, because, again, it's like when you ascended, right? It's like when you were on your twin flame journey, okay? So that's what I'm getting. You have to, like, use your intuition discernment. Lots of people want to be in your vibration and frequency, but don't want to work for it, okay? And that's what this King of Swords is coming in for you to remind you of. Make sure you tell people to work for the energy with source, okay? You can't just go there and be like, hey, I want to do this, and not do the work, okay? That's why we have karmic energies, okay? So this is necessary. Okay, can I get an exit card for this energy? Can I get an exit card for this energy? We have insights here, and we have whispers. So let me tell you something about whispers, okay? I don't get whispers. The card whispers don't come out a lot, but it used to come out back in the day. So we have whispers, and also we have insight. I don't think it's a coincidence that we had 12 and 13, and now we got 14. So this is a lot of, like, meditation, okay? A lot of, like, form of meditation, a lot of connection that you have with spirit, a lot of things that people would maybe call you crazy, but you're not crazy, okay? Whispers are like whispers from the divine, okay? And insights is the information you're receiving about the whispers, and or what the whispers is about, okay? So I feel like the King of Swords is telling you, like, hey, you're about to receive whispers now, okay, from the divine insights. And it's not about the collective. This is about you being in alignment, your ascension, your level up, your reward, okay? I'm not getting anything of you passing away or anything like that. Don't be scared. It's just like That's what's going on here, okay? It seems like, maybe like your twin flame actually is your guide, or this is like or maybe this is a guide here, because this is a guy that obviously knows a little too much. And yeah, so I'm going to read whispers to you here. The overall energy is focus. So Spirit is saying, listen, you're going to tap into the energy. You're going to be a vibrational match for me. It could be for any twin flames, okay? Any twin flames, that's high level energy here. So however you talk to source, however you talk to spirit, they're saying you're going to be in alignment, you're going to meditate, and you're going to hear things. You're going to get these messages. You need to focus though, okay? So I'm going to read whispers first. But I just find it interesting how we have all of these numbers in order, right? 40 is, colors of the universe, okay, of your reality. And then we had 12, 13, 14. So we're hearing the whispers. You get these insights, and now you're in alignment, okay? For your next mission, maybe for your ascension, it's a reward. So if this is a next mission, this is a great reward, okay? It'd be great. I mean, it's not really a mission. It's more vacation. It's more vacation, okay? So let's see about whispers. Okay, so we have whispers here. Tune into your soul's voice. Your mind and heart are expanding to hear your soul whispers. You are or will soon find it easier to interpret and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Okay? Find it easier to interpret and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Okay? Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door by feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, even if you are not receiving them. Practice feeling soul vibes. Practice feeling soul vibes to clarify your intuition and psychic senses. Just like we know a dog can hear sounds we can't, your intuition interprets waves and impulses outside of your conscious awareness. This card is also promoting you to take notice of your dreams. When you are asleep, you seize conscious thoughts and resistance, making it easier for you to receive soul transmissions. If you embrace the message that come through your dreams, you will invite more of the same. If you don't like a dream, see it as a sign to shift your focus or change a belief. Now, okay, whispers is a little bit interesting, okay, because people like to infiltrate their energy into, your energy. And that's something that the King of Swords is going to guide you with as well. They're going to align you with as well, okay? So, nevertheless, you're going to change whatever you need to change here and, have a form of meditation so that way you can connect more with the colors here. This is not about the collective. This is not about the system that you created, but rather more of like, a conversation that you're having with the divine, okay? Let's read 13 here. Okay, we have refine your psychic senses here. You are or about to see further, higher, and deeper through space and time. Confirmation. Your psychic skills are expanding and seeing through the lens of your soul. Honor your ability by reading about or doing a workshop on intuitive development. You are all psychic. We are all psychic. It is a part of who we are. But we have thrust this ability into the background in favor of other senses, like, hear, taste, touch, all that good stuff. Problems occur when we keep looking at the manifested world for proof of our worth. Confirmation. You are worthy because you are here. There is nothing to, when I say confirmation, it's not about the system that you're telling people to go towards, okay? Or to be in. It's not about that. This is not about what this energy is, okay? Spirit that's something that you just do after you finish your mission, okay? Because people don't know what you know, okay? You are worthy because you are here. There is nothing to prove. You could become an intuitive reader if this is something you desire. It could also mean that you are learning to trust what you feel, and the next steps to take will drop into your mind in the following days. Okay, so be mindful. When you are in alignment, you align with your soul, with the vibration of frequency of source. Okay, when you don't like something, change it and do the work to change it. Okay, I'm gonna read alignment too, because this is all like in the same. Next page. Okay, Something also is close together too as well. So the whispers, the insights, and the alignment is very close together. Okay. We have alignment here, a covenant of mind, body, and spirit. Your soul is your biggest fan. It knows the truth of you and loves you unconditionally. It is continuously streaming this information to you. To tune in, your mind, body, and spirit must all agree in the now. Do this by meditating, focusing on your soul name, enjoying something you love, or having a nap. It is up. It is not up to your soul to zap you into alignment. Its job is to maintain your soul station so you have a frequency to tune into. The nature of physical life is to create and expand. Sometimes life experiences will pull you out of alignment so you can understand these experiences from a different angle. When you are out of alignment, you will automatically ask questions and want to create something different. Okay. Through this process, you gain clarity about your passion. Being out of alignment can feel awful. It is easy to blame a person or situation when we feel bad. But instead of asking why something is happening, take a breath, return to neutral and return to neutral yet, and ask what you can create from the situation. And remember, your soul is a constant loving home. A constant level home you can return to always. Okay, that was a little interesting, but there was a lot of negative energy right there. Okay, but alignment. So this is definitely somebody that's struggling with you going into alignment, and they don't want you going into alignment. You're figuring out their truth. You're figuring out other people's truth, and like I said, this is probably somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about or what the situation is. They're probably in defense mode, which is why negativity is coming through this energy with alignment here. But negativity, the alignment came out as the second card, not the first card here, which means that it's not about the negativity, it's about the colors, not perception, okay? It's about the colors here and your connection to source and what source is telling you. Then you will be in alignment, because whatever you just went through here was negative, obviously. But the connection or what source is telling you, that's something that source is telling you here, and that connection, negativity is not in this energy, and negativity cannot hurt you in alignment. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, this is a form of meditation that you have to go into. You have to be very focused, as the over energy says. Be very focused. Over energy too as well is also 37, and that is an angel number of congratulations from your angels. Okay, so 37 is a great number to receive. And yeah, also with this Ace of Swords here, we have angel wings. So these congratulations from the angels is saying congratulations for being in alignment and putting yourself in alignment, for putting everybody else in alignment as well. Okay, and so therefore you're going to be receiving whispers from the divine, and also intuitive insights from the collective as well. Okay, and where you're going to be going and meditating and whatever it is. I don't know what your message is, but spirit's like, you need to be in a functional energy to be receiving the information. This is kind of giving me technology vibes, but be in a functional energy to be receiving this information. Now you can meditate in many different ways. Okay, since I bring up technology, your way of meditating is probably through technology, depending on what your situation is here and what your negativity level is, because I feel like somebody's being extremely negative with me right now and they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so depending on what type of negativity you're dealing with here, this can be through you masking or you working through, and or both, through technology, through people, through events, through situations, through timing. It gets a little bit more complex in whatever you're dealing with. Okay, so that is all that I have for y'all. I hope you all enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and to share. Look in the description box below and see what I have to offer you. And until then, I will see you all next time. And once again, congratulations on fulfilling your mission. Bye.